What's going on, Wrestling News CC family? Welcome back to the channel, and hold on to your seats because what I'm about to break down for you is absolutely mind-blowing. The WWE Universe has just witnessed a moment so shocking, so brutal, and so unpredictable that it will be remembered for years to come. It wasn't just an ambush, it wasn't just another betrayal, it was a declaration of war. Jacob Fatu, known for his unmatched aggression and terrifying presence, has returned to Raw, and he didn't come alone. Before we dive into this absolute chaos, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because WWE is moving at breakneck speed right now, and you don't want to miss a single development in this explosive storyline. Alongside him, in what can only be described as one of the most earth-shattering returns in recent WWE history, were Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. That's right, the Tonga are back. And together, they set out to destroy not just Solo Sikoa, but the very foundation of what remains of the Bloodline. Let's take it from the top, because what happened on Raw was more than just a storyline twist. It was a strategic, personal, and devastating assault that turned the WWE landscape completely upside down. This wasn't random violence, this was calculated warfare orchestrated by one of the most dangerous wrestlers in the world today. The implications of this alliance are staggering. Jacob Fatu alone is a force of nature, but with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa by his side, we're looking at potentially the most dangerous faction WWE has seen in years. These aren't just wrestlers, they're destroyers, and they've set their sights on completely dismantling everything Solo Sikoa has tried to build. Solo Sikoa, still reeling from the events of Money in the Bank where Jacob Fatu stunned the world by turning on him, had entered Raw looking for redemption. He wanted to make a statement. He wanted to remind everyone that despite the cracks in the Bloodline, he was still a force to be reckoned with. You could see it in Solo's eyes during his entrance, that determination, that desperation to prove he was still worthy of leadership. The betrayal at Money in the Bank had shaken him to his core, but he was trying to channel that pain into motivation. He walked to that ring like a man who had everything to prove and nothing left to lose. But what Solo didn't realize was that Jacob Fatu had already written the next chapter of this war. And he had help. While Solo was focused on moving forward and rebuilding his reputation, Fatu was orchestrating something much more sinister behind the scenes. The match itself was supposed to be Solo's opportunity to show resilience, to demonstrate that he could overcome adversity and emerge stronger. Instead, it became the perfect trap, with Solo walking directly into the most dangerous ambush of his career. Solo was in the middle of a high-stakes match against the dominant Bronson Reed. It was a hard-hitting affair, with both men trading massive strikes and power slams. The crowd was engaged. The energy was electric. And then, everything changed. This match was exactly what you'd expect from two powerhouses like Solo and Bronson Reed. Neither man was holding back, and the intensity was building with every collision. Solo was fighting with the passion of someone trying to reclaim his place in the wrestling hierarchy, while Bronson Reed was bringing his typical bulldozer-like approach to the contest. For a moment, it seemed like Solo might actually get the victory he desperately needed. He was finding his rhythm, connecting with his signature moves, and the crowd was starting to get behind his comeback story. It was the kind of match that could have been a turning point for Solo's character development. But wrestling fans know better than to trust moments that feel too perfect, too redemptive. In WWE, when everything seems to be going right for someone who's been struggling, that's usually when the other shoe is about to drop in the most devastating way possible. The lights went out. For several tense seconds, the arena was swallowed in darkness. Whispers turned into murmurs, murmurs turned into shouts. Everyone knew something was coming, but no one knew what. That darkness felt like it lasted forever, but it was probably only 10 or 15 seconds of complete blackout. In those moments, you could feel the tension building throughout the entire arena. The crowd knew they were about to witness something significant, something that would change the trajectory of WWE programming. And then suddenly, the lights returned, and there he was. Jacob Fatu. But he wasn't alone. Standing beside him were Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, forming a triangle of destruction that surrounded the ring like predators circling their prey. The visual was absolutely stunning and terrifying at the same time. Three of the most dangerous wrestlers in the world, all focused on one target, Solo Sikoa, who was still in the ring, completely vulnerable and outnumbered. The crowd erupted, but you could hear the mix of excitement and genuine concern for Solo's well-being. Bronson Reed, reading the situation perfectly, quickly rolled out of the ring and backed away. He wanted no part of what was about to happen, and honestly, who could blame him? What followed was not a wrestling match. It was an execution. Jacob Fatu entered the ring first, and the look in his eyes was pure malice. This wasn't about competition or championships, this was personal. This was about sending a message that echoed throughout the entire WWE roster. Fatu's first strike was a devastating superkick that caught Solo completely off guard. The sound echoed throughout the arena, and you could see Solo's legs buckle immediately. But that was just the beginning of the nightmare. The return of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa adds another layer of complexity to an already intricate storyline. These aren't wrestlers who have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for an opportunity, they're proven performers with their own motivations and agendas. Looking ahead, we have to consider how this affects other major storylines. Roman Reigns' recent return becomes even more significant now that his cousin Solo has been brutally attacked. Will Roman see this as an opportunity to reclaim leadership of the Bloodline, or will he view Fatu's actions as a threat to the entire family legacy? The questions raised by this attack are numerous and fascinating. Will Solo Sikoa recover from this assault and seek revenge? How will Roman Reigns respond to his cousin's brutal beating? What are Jacob Fatu and the Tonga planning next, and who else might be in their crosshairs? WWE's creative team has essentially created a powder keg situation where multiple storylines can intersect and explode at any moment. The championship picture becomes more complex when you have a dangerous faction that's clearly not interested in following traditional rules or respecting established hierarchies. SummerSlam is approaching, and you can bet that this storyline will be a major focus of that event. We could be looking at multiple matches stemming from this single incident, with various combinations of wrestlers being forced to choose sides or defend themselves against this new threat. The merchandise implications alone are staggering. Jacob Fatu t-shirts, Tonga faction gear, and related items are going to be in massive demand as fans want to show their allegiance to this new and dangerous group. As we wrap up this breakdown of one of the most shocking and brutal segments in recent WWE history, I have to acknowledge the incredible storytelling and character work that WWE has accomplished here. This wasn't just violence for the sake of violence, this was meaningful, character-driven storytelling that advances multiple storylines simultaneously. Jacob Fatu's alliance with Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa represents everything that makes wrestling compelling: complex relationships, shocking betrayals, the promise of future conflicts, and the kind of unpredictability that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Solo Sikoa's destruction wasn't just a beatdown, it was the end of one chapter and the beginning of several new ones. The ripple effects of this incident will be felt throughout WWE programming for months to come. What did you think of this absolutely brutal assault? Do you think Solo deserved what happened to him? How do you see Jacob Fatu and the Tonga's alliance developing? Who do you think will step up to challenge this dangerous new faction? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your predictions and analysis. Don't forget to smash that like button if this breakdown helped you process all the chaos, and subscribe to Wrestling News CC for more exclusive wrestling content. Ring that notification bell because with storylines moving this fast and this unpredictably, you don't want to miss a single development. Until next time, this has been Wrestling News CC, and remember, in the WWE Universe, trust no one, because betrayal can come from the most unexpected places. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.